It's so easy to get caught up in looking at our perceived failures and lack of success. I was coaching one of my clients and she was telling me how she had put in a plan that she was going to do a 7-minute workout every afternoon when she came home from work. And I said, oh, how did you go? And she said, well, I did it for 3 days. Like, this is how useless I am. And automatically her brain had gone to what she hadn't done, how she had failed to fulfill on what she said that she was going to do. And so we talked about a couple of things. One of those is, what if the 3 sessions that she did is a success? And it is a massive success because the week before she hadn't done any of them. So she was using the fact that she had only done 3 as a failure, and I was inviting her to look at, oh, you did 3? That's a massive success. And the other thing that she did was, I call this going from 0 to 100, because we don't have something in place and then we're like, oh, I'm going to do this thing. And I said to her, maybe you were going from 0 to 100 here. And she said, no, like it was just 7 minutes every day. I said, yes, but that's a big thing, right? Even if it's only 7 minutes, that we go from doing it 0 times to doing it 5 days a week, which is a big leap. But we think, oh, it's only a small thing. So you want to be making sure that you're setting yourself up for success as well. And maybe that involves starting a bit smaller. Oh, I'll do this 2 times a week. And then when I have that nailed, I'll do it 3 times a week. Because what we want to do is make sure that we have successes to celebrate. Because our brain loves evidence, right? And it will look for evidence to back up whichever opinion you have at the time. So if you're looking for what a failure you are and how you can't fulfill on the habits that you say that you're going to do, then your brain will find loads of evidence. And not just evidence now, like it will go into your past and find loads of evidence that for all the things back then that you didn't do that you said you would do as well. Now, train your brain to start to have a look at for the successes. What am I doing that's actually a success? Set yourself up for that and make sure you reward yourself. Now, it doesn't have to be that you buy something for yourself. It's just a celebration in the moment. Oh, yes, that's like me to be able to do that. Or you give yourself a thought reward. Oh, Stacey, I know that you didn't really feel like doing that today, but you got in and you got it done, and that's amazing. So start to intentionally speak to yourself in those kinds of ways. And I love this concept by Sullivan. And he really, and Benjamin Hardy, he writes about it in the book, The Gap and the Gain, where we have this ideal place of where we want to get to. So this is our ideal place, and this is actually where we're starting. And we get to this point in here. But instead of celebrating getting from here to here, we're focusing on the gap between what we achieved and what our ideal was. So my client, she wasn't looking at the gain of having completed her exercises 3 days a week. 3 days that week. She was looking at the gap in that she hadn't fulfilled on and hadn't completed the 5 days. So start to train yourself. Where can I look for the gain instead of focusing on the gap? Have a look at things as you go through your day, and you can also go and look back in your past at times where you've thought, actually, I didn't succeed with that, or I didn't fulfill on what I said I was going to do, and that I failed at it. Start to have a look at where actually were the successes in that. Look for evidence that you were successful, because it doesn't matter what we achieve or what we don't achieve. If you start to have a look at that from a perspective of where can I celebrate what I actually did do, your whole experience of it is going to be completely different. And what this starts to do is create a whole other experience that you have with yourself, where you start to have your own back and you're less critical of yourself, regardless of what you did or didn't do. You can then start to honor your word to yourself, because you know, oh, even if I don't fulfill exactly on what I said I was going to do, I'm not going to be mean to myself. And then you're more likely to take those actions and make those commitments to yourself in the future. And as you strengthen your word to yourself, then this becomes more and more easy to do. And then looking for evidence of success all the time. Measuring the gain, not measuring the gap.